Hello, welcome everyone. My name is Robert Ris. I'm a Dutch international master, and in this 60-minute video I'm going to offer you a nice line for black dealing with the exchange Ruy Lopez, and it starts with the moves e4, e5, knight f3, knight to c6, bishop to b5, a6, and now we have the exchange variation taking on c6. Black recaptures with his d-pawn, and after castling kingside we have actually the main position of our opening. And this position has been seen thousands of times in many elite games, and black has a wide range of possibilities here. The main lines are, for example, moves like f6, bishop to g4, queen to f6, bishop d6. Basically everything is possible here for black. And but the problem is, in general, as I noticed from my own experience, I have the opening with 1 e4 e5. I have it in my own repertoire, and basically I found it quite unpleasant to play an endgame so early on, as usually after moves like f6, for example, d4, e takes d4, knight takes d4, after a move like c5, soon the queens will be traded on the d-file, and of course this is perfectly playable for black, but yeah, according to my style I felt that it would be better for black just to keep the queens on the board, so that there's some more play left. And I think that idea appeals to many of these players. And yeah, the exchange variation has this kind of reputation that soon an endgame will appear. So after the move castle kingside, I would just like to propose you a rare line. Actually, it's the move queen to e7, and this is a bit a strange looking move, but black was basically forced to protect that pawn on e5. And yeah, what's the point of black's last move? As at first sight, it looks a bit weird to put the queen in the way of the bishop on f8. So it's basically preventing its own development. Well, one of the ideas is to play the move bishop somewhere, for example to g4, and try to castle queenside, just with the idea to get a position with opposite castled kings, so that basically invites both sides to advance their own pawns towards the enemy's king. So this is a kind of simple plan, perhaps a little bit primitive, but I think it's quite an effective one. And yeah, speaking from my own experience, I can assure you that a lot of players, they simply don't know this move queen e7. So that's why I thought it's worth sharing with you my own analysis. So what can you expect in this 60-minute video? I've decided to divide the 60-minute video in 3 parts. The first part is it's all about lines where black doesn't need to anticipate an early advance of the d-pawn. So I just covered my own game against Sergei Kasparov, which I won in a nice style, and that's what I'm basically going to show you in the first part. After that, we're going to have a look at lines where white plays the move d4, just trying to open the center and trying to take advantage of the fact that the queen on e7 might be a little bit misplaced, just standing in the way of its own minor pieces. So after the more or less forced and natural continuation e takes d4, part 2 and 3 are just devoted to the moves knight takes d4, which is mentioned in the second part, and in my opinion, the most critical move, queen takes d4. And I think after both continuations, black has reasonable play. In my opinion, queen takes d4 is the most critical continuation, and I already have to admit to you that in that case, yeah, perhaps black needs to play some kind of ending over a trade of queens anyway. But I don't think black should really fear that that ensuing endgame, and he has reasonable chances of posing his opponent some unexpected problems. At least you're taking your opponent quickly out of theory and avoid lines which have been worked out till move 20, for example. So I hope you will enjoy and be successful with my recommendations in this 60-minute video. Enjoy!